What's up? It's Paul here from Guitar World, NAMM 2025 Anaheim. Can you dig it? We are here at Ciari Guitars. My good friend, Jonathan Spangler.
Paul, it's great to be here. Great to see you.
I was always a big fan of the Ascender Standard, which we have here, but now we have something new in the works. So,
Well, the original was what we call the Ascender Standard, dual humbucker, Seymour Duncan 59s. We plec in Nashville every single neck that comes out in every single model. The models now include the Solo with the P90 Seymour Duncan or P90 silencer, P90 Duo, and then this year, drum roll, is the Ascender Trio, which is our first foray into a 3 pickup configuration, and we did that to really honor and frankly attract the Fender faithful, people who are used to applying their craft, sharing their gifts with a 3 pickup guitar. And we're really excited. Worked very closely with Joe Glazer and one of his top lieutenants, Nick Dershell, in Nashville. And this is what we have to show for it.
yeah. So to me, it's obviously there's a lot of players who want that the HSS configuration versatility.
We have 3 versions of the trio: HSS, SSS, and HSH. So we wanted to again provide optionality for people to really do what they need to do musically, sonically, without being curtailed by the fact that this guitar folds in half. You heard it right. It folds in half. If you haven't seen it, I'll do a quick demo.
Yep.
It can fit under seat. This full-size guitar is a personal item in air travel. To play again, I just throw the lever, and it's already in tune.
The inclination is to think of this as sort of a gimmick, but really, as I've mentioned before, since I've reviewed this before, this is through and through a pro guitar, all the way, as you said, from the plecked frets, the setup, the upgraded pickups, the way you've set this up, it's incredible. And even for a guy like me, I'm just
Easy peasy, just like that. You mentioned the pro playability. We are very, very proud of the fact that this guitar is now getting played on stages worldwide. To our tally, over 4 million people have been in the audience in stages worldwide where our guitars have been played on stage. Of course, the audience doesn't know it, and part of the reason they don't know it is that we very intentionally hid all the folding components so that there's nothing to interrupt or distract from the music, and that's why we're all here. We've also been blessed to have our guitar played on its first Grammy-winning album by the Count Basie Orchestra. So we're seeing our body of work expand as a function of the quality. Historically, right, what do you want? Do you want quality or do you want convenience? We are the and. We're the and that has historically been an or. So anyway, it just means a ton to have you guys here and helping us share the message that the struggle is real. We all know that guitar mobility is treacherous, right? And fraught with uncertainty. But yet, more importantly, now we have stress-free mobility with a quality instrument that can help you on stage, studio, everywhere in between.
the ease of use is the one. It makes it is a great function of it. But as I mentioned before, it really is an amazing guitar just on its own. You can't just think of it as just a travel guitar because it's every bit a serious pro guitar.
Thank you.
And it's been great to watch, to see a lot more players have been adopting as this is their main guitar. And on top of it, that you also have artists using it now.
One of the artists that really meant a ton to see the evolution in his hands, Elvis Costello. He bought a guitar online, cold incoming. I almost fell out of my chair when I saw the order name. And when I reached out, he said, I bought this as an insurance policy. If his stage guitar was late, lost, or broken on a fly date, he didn't want to have to rely on a backline, and said via email that he wanted to play something that he was familiar with, and so that's where his original use case was. Fast forward a few months, and we get emails saying, "Hey, isn't this your guitar?" It's in the lineup, and it's in the lineup throughout the set, and at the end now. And I was in the crowd with my daughter, and it was on Father's Day. It was probably one of the greatest Father's Days ever. He folds it after his encore. No better way to say the show's actually over than folding your guitar and walking off.
Aesthetically, you really made it stand out. It looks like a classic guitar. I just love the look. The pickguard adds a lot of character to it. So
I heard some very important advice after our first model was launched, and it was Grover Jackson, and he was like, dude, you cannot rest on functionality alone. Your guitar has to be a beautiful guitar, right? And so in working with Joe Glazer and again a group of people who care and enough to help us get in the right direction, we evolved the body style to this surf forward, asymmetric surf forward body shape, and then a new headstock that is much more distinctive, and it's a tip of the hat to my late father. And it takes a village, and thanks for being part of our village.
Yeah, luckily that village is in Nashville too.
Yeah, if you're ever in Nashville, thanks for bringing that up, Paul.
Yes.
We make these in Nashville. We have a shop that's about 2 miles south of Broadway in the Wedgwood, Houston area. We've got a beautiful artist lounge there, and we would love to have you come on in, try it out, feel it, because really trying is believing. And you can ask every question that you want of our 4 luthiers that are working feverishly to deliver a quality product day in, day out. And yeah, it's a special place, and we'd love to have you.
Speaking of seeing is believing, like I always said, the only downside to your guitar is that all your friends are going to constantly ask you to show how it folds.
Yeah, my arm already hurts.
Ad nauseum. So I was talking to a guitar colleague of mine, and we were talking about, well, what's going to be next for Ciari Guitars? And I was like, I would love to see, say, a metal guitar, but a folding flying V. Can you do it? Can we dig this?
There's always a way. It just means that we would have to change the shape of our backpack, right? It would be a V shape, bit of a tell when you go on the airplane. But yeah, never say never.
You heard it here first, people.
And we are working on some really exciting signature series. We have one with Steve Stevens that's in the works. We're delaying it based on the fires and so forth in LA here. But I think 2025 is going to be by far and away our best year yet.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. As I said, this is the real deal. I've been a big fan. Now that this thing has come together, and it's a fantastic instrument.
Well, like I said, we're humble, grateful, and I mean it sincerely. It's an open invitation to come to Nashville. Reach out if you have questions. We just launched a new website. We've got the ability to schedule visits there. I have a bat phone. No one's more motivated than me to get the message out.
There you have it. Ciari Guitars. Come check them out.